All right, everybody, welcome back to Full Circle with Joyce. Let me shout out those of you who are watching us, listing out some names here of people who've checked in with us on Facebook. Empress Wanani, you say you're watching the show from Ngong. Asante Sana. Jackie Mwika, wow, thank you very much for the compliment there. Mwongeli Runa, you're tuned in from Machakos. Nancy Moruri, tuned in from Umoja 3. Daisy Akinyi Odipo, tuned in from Eldoret. Alice Masharia, watching us from Langata. Nyawira Wakogi, watching us from Tol. Ruiru Mili Mili, watching us from Rongai. Ashanti KE, asante sana for the love. Nyam's mom Daryl, you're watching us from Kennel. Sarah Nekesa from Gong. Jeffrey Odindi from Kangemi. Noah Ramsey Santos from Magina, Malaysia. Tesh, watching us from Nyandara County. Mwash Mundu from Thika. Selasi Mpenda Rege, you're tuned in. Mata Wawira, ukiwa Mwea Kirinyaga. Kale Kazema New, watching out from Zimmerman. And let me just list some final names here. Kenneth Langat, County 36. Shiko Mwaura from Kanunga, Kiambu. Nimo Essi from Nyeri. Dorcas Kanali, Kahawa Wendani. And Jiraini Connect. Asanteni sana to all of you and so many others for being a part of the show this morning. I do seriously appreciate your company. And of course, you can keep your feedback coming as we get ready to talk to our final guest for the day. The SMS line is 22999. You can also continue posting your comments there on our Facebook page and our social media handles. The hashtag is Full Circle with Joyce. So right now, let me introduce to you Francis Otieno, who's the founder of what is called the Cup of Uji initiative. I love that. Very simple and straight to the point. Karibu sana to the show, Francis.
Thank you.
Now, Cup of Uji, as I did mention earlier, is a school feeding program or initiative that seeks to provide daily breakfast to less privileged primary school children in Kenya. It seeks to fight short-term hunger, drive education, and in the long term, alleviate poverty. So kudos, first of all, to you for that goal and that vision. But maybe you can tell us more concretely what Cup of Uji is and exactly how you sort of began this project.
A Cup of Uji is basically a feeding initiative, just as you've mentioned. And this started in 2011. I had walked into a school, and my late mother was a primary school teacher. So when I walked into that school, I realized that there were kids who were outside, and they were looking weak, and they were not in class as the rest were in class. So I made a point of asking, what was the issue with them? So when I asked that, that is when I was told, like, for those kids that were out there and looking weak, they were being raised by their grandparents. So in most cases, you realize that the parents had died. So they were basically orphans. So they came to school in the morning. They either didn't have breakfast, or they didn't have breakfast and supper because the grandparents couldn't afford to do that. So I went back home and asked myself, what could I do by then? So I was still in campus, so my income wasn't really that stable. So I wanted to do with the ECD children. So that's when I said, I thought of doing them lunch, rice and beans, because it was going to be balanced, but that was going to be quite costly. So I said, how about I do Uji? So that's how Cup of Uji was born.
And well done to you. You started this in college, even without, a big income. That's a huge challenge to so many of us out here. Congratulations to you on that. So how far have you been able to take this initiative since you said 2013?
2011.
2011.
Yes.
How far have you been able to take this? Maybe the number of schools you've been able to participate in?
So far, we've been able to, by then we started with one school. Actually, it was not the old school.
Okay.
It was actually the ECD section of the school.
Okay.
But so far, we've been able to have the whole of that school, and also 7 other schools and 1 street boy center.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. Well done. So are you still on your own with this, or do you now have a team working with you?
I have a team of volunteers whom we work with.
A team of volunteers.
Yes.
Approximately how many are they?
Currently we have like 10 who are mostly on basically doing the job here and there. They do other things on the side because we don't pay volunteers, but at least they also volunteer their time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And talk to us about that, because for someone who's watching and says, you know, maybe there's a way that they feel they can use their talents and their giftings to influence, you know, their part of society and their part of their culture, but they feel, you know, I don't have the money to pay someone. How do you get volunteers to buy into your vision? Because here you are, you know, as you've said, they're committing their time, their energy, their resources, even just to show up. How do you get them to buy into what you're doing?
How I get them into buying what I do is basically, for me, I believe that making a difference in the society is about passion. So you either have the passion for it or you don't. So if someone is passionate about children, if someone is passionate about fighting hunger, if someone is passionate about education, then they're able to plug in so easily. But if that is lacking, actually it will just take that such a person a short time and they will walk away. But if someone is doing it out of the passion that is in them, then it's a good thing. Yeah.
All right. And so personally for you, at the time you were starting this off, you were in college.
Yes.
What were you studying?
I was studying communication.
Communications.
Yes.
And is that something you've been able to pursue thereafter, or now you're doing this full time?
Okay, I'm doing Kapovuji full time, but before I graduated, I actually ended up being a teacher.
Okay.
And yeah, so I did teaching in 2013.
Yeah.
And so along the way, I've been able to do other things, doing research work. I do other jobs on the side, doing photography, doing event management,
Okay.
social media management. But
Okay.
that is to sustain myself and
Yeah,
also
as
to
you-
also chip into
Man, I gotta
Kapovuji.
salute you, man. High five.
Thank you.
High five to
Thank
you.
you,
Well
thank
done.
you,
Well
thank you.
done. Okay. So tell us, you talked to us about a street kids center, right?
Yeah.
One of the places where you're providing this feeding program.
Yes.
Is that targeted, is it boys, is it girls, is it mixed?
It is boys.
It's boys.
Yeah, basically it is boys.
And in there you're doing a bit of mentorship to some of these young men.
There is an organization that runs the center. So as we came in, because it is a street boys center, it is like a drop-in center for the street boys. So they come in straight fresh from the street in the morning and they know there is uji. So our idea of doing uji for them was basically to make sure that when they come to have that uji, then they meet other street children who have reformed, who can have conversations with them with the view of getting them off the streets.
Wow.
Because if it comes from me, I did grow up in the streets, so they will be like, you're just talking, but you know nothing about the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the main thing.
Hey, I want to give you another high five, but let me
Thank
just
you,
clap
thank
for
you,
you.
thank you.
I love how you've thought that through, though, about using other reformed street kids, because you're right. There's a measure of relatability, I guess, that
true.
people do need to actually feel empowered that if Nani can do it, I can do it as well.
True.
Is there anything you're doing for girls too?
We have a program that we call Girls Dignity, that basically we give sanitary pads to over 200 girls every month. So, and when you give them the sanitary pads, you also do some talks. We have volunteers who are medics, nurses, just having a talk with them, talking about their reproductive health, menstruation. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you have something called an annual Hope Alive Kids Festival.
Yes.
This is your baby. You run this.
Yes.
I love how you chuckled at baby. But tell us about that. How often does it? I mean, sorry, it's annual. Has it already run this year?
No. The Hope Alive Kids Festival, it came into being in the fact that you are like, all work and no play make Jack
a dull boy.
So we figured out how about we start doing an annual fun day, actually for the kids that we support, basically in Nova County, because we always hold it in Oyugis, but we hold it on the 12th of December every single year. So the kids actually we have 2 schools in Oyugis that we support with Kapovuji, so they meet in one of the schools, and then we have fun, play games, cook food for them, and the community is also invited to share with us. So we just have the community, the children, and we just have fun together.
Yeah.
And
I understand it was your birthday. Was it a couple days or weeks ago?
No, my birthday is coming up on 26th of this month. Yeah.
But you've done something very interesting. You're not asking for birthday presents.
Yes.
What are you asking for?
I'm asking for people to just donate 28 shillings to mark my 28th birthday. Yeah, I'm turning 28. So.
On the 26th?
Yeah.
of September.
Of September.
I'm also a September baby, by the
Oh.
way. Yeah.
That's good to know.
So you're asking them to donate 28 shillings.
Yeah, so that I can use that for cup of uji.
Wow.
Yes.
That's your birthday gift.
That's my birthday gift.
You know what? I'm gonna donate to your gift, to your
Thank you.
program as well.
Thank
Since
you.
it's also my birthday month, I'll be talking to you after this as
thank
well.
you.
But well done to you.
Thank you.
And just before we wrap up, let people know how they can join you or help your organization. I really love that idea though for your birthday, and it's not even a lot. It's 28 bob.
Because I'm turning 28, so
Yeah, and that's just gonna help you. Of
Yeah.
course, if a lot of people come in, that's gonna be
true.
able to take you a long
True,
way.
true.
Because right now you're still funding this out of your own pocket.
Yeah, mostly out of my pocket, and then maybe individuals coming on board to support us, and a few corporates maybe donating once in a while.
Yeah.
When they have their CSR. Yeah, which is a good thing for us.
Mad respect to you, Francis.
Thank you.
So tell us how we can get involved. How can people, first of all, remember his challenge, only 28 bob. He's turning 28 and he doesn't want a present. You're 28 bob at cupcakes jimali. It's to help these kids with a cup of uji. Fantastic initiative right there. How can people take part in that? How do they give?
Okay, they can reach me on, we have our social media handles. We have Cup of Uji on Facebook. We have Cup of Uji Kenya on Instagram. We have Cup of Uji Kenya on Twitter.
Okay.
We have Francis Amonde on Twitter, Francis Amonde on Instagram, Francis Otieno Amonde on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, so in those platforms, someone can get in touch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Approximately how much are we looking at to provide a cup of uji for a kid?
For a kid, it's 10 shillings for a day.
10 shillings for a day?
Yeah, 10 shillings for a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's not that much.
It's not that much.
It's not that much, especially when people come.
And so many people come
on
together.
you, it's going to be a lot because you're doing this every single day.
Yeah, and we have like 3,000. Currently, we have like 3,793 children who receive a cup of uji. Yes, every single day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And you've given us your contacts there as far as how we can reach you. Thank you guys for the feedback that you guys are saying. Josie from Ruiru says, kudos to you, cup of uji. And I really want guys to partner with me in this, man. This is going to be his birthday gift to Tweni Tuchange for this amazing cause. Only 10 bob can get a kid, a nice, healthy, nutritious breakfast in the morning and make a difference to their lives. Francis, I really do thank you for your time.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for being here. Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
Go
Happy
September,
birthday too.
babies. Thank you. And I'm going to certainly, I want to be part of your cause.
Thank you.
For only 10 shillings a day. That's fantastic. With that said, guys, I need to get ready to wrap up the show. I'm going to leave you with a song today. And it is Corinne Hawthorne with the song Won't He Do It. But until tomorrow, we'll be back here to wrap up the week in style. Have yourselves a wonderful time. We're going to have a fashion designer joining us in studio. We're also going to have gospel singer Eve Bahati also joining us in studio tomorrow. So lots for you to tune in for right then. But until then, have yourselves a blessed day. I'll see you soon. Ciao.